welcome back. So it's 1942 now. Well, it will be in one day. First of all, we're going to close the Burma Road because I didn't realise that was there before, which will get rid of 2 military factories for China. Although at this point, I don't think that'll matter. The Japanese are still fighting, but I don't really think they have much chance of success at this point. I think they're going to die, mostly because the Soviets are pushing them in Manchuria now. Which is not great. They're also about to lose Minguku because of Mongolia invading and China. Yeah, it's not a good time to be the Japanese. They're not having fun. Proclaim Greater Germany as full control of Stalingrad. Yeah, we'll probably have that very soon. There's literally one more province. As soon as this falls, I have full control. Also, last part, we started full stream production of our, what do you call it? Our navy. There it is, proclaim Greater Germany. Technically, like, the lamest of all of the formable nations, because it just makes you a slightly darker black. Varian, no. Makes you a slightly darker black and not much else, honestly. It changes your capital from Berlin to Germania. And I don't think... Oh no, it does change the other city names. We get an event, which we'll get in a minute. At least I thought we did. Maybe we get it at the end of the war. Maybe it's not part of that. Also, Finland's coming back. We've rescued Helsinki and we're continuing to push in. Would have been nice if the Japanese had finished with the Chinese first so they could take this out. Maybe I shouldn't have called them in for a few more months, but meh. Since when do we worry about the Japanese? They're not really our problem, are they? I'd even go as far as to say we're probably going to conquer them. And take out whatever's left of their little empire over there. Oh yeah. Go back to this. And... still upgrading rifles, but honestly, we have that many rifles in storage now. We can afford to start building 3s. Anti-tank weapons too. Yeah, we're the Greater German Reich now. Not a fun day to be anybody but the Germans. I mean, this is way further than they reached during actual Barbarossa. Like a hell of a lot further. They got... where's Moscow? I think they got about here. They were pretty close to Moscow. Like, the reports do say they could see, like, the domes of Moscow in the distance. It'd probably be about here. They did technically take Stalingrad. But they took it and then they should have fallen back, but they didn't. The city got surrounded and they got sieged and turned into urban warfare, which was bad. Leningrad, they technically passed. They, from what I understand, Leningrad was surrounded and besieged. It was artilleried on and just surrounded. Nothing was allowed in or out for like 3 years. Germans never thought to do urban warfare and take it out. They would have taken too many losses. And the Soviets didn't have what they needed to punch out. So they just sat there. Leningrad was like the worst. Nobody fought. Everyone just slowly died and froze. The worst way to go. Also, I think I'm going to invest in rocket technology. Let's have a look. Experimental rockets, 119 days. So what we want to do is get rocket engines up to this one, to the maximum, plus jet engines, and then you can build the last rocket, and I believe that can basically cross the world. Which is kind of insane. I could technically build rocket sites all over Germany and just take out all the industry of America from there. Not that effective, honestly. It's not the best, but you know, it helps. Befriend Turkey? Go for it. If they want to join me, they can join me. Yeah, Japan's now definitely being pushed out. Their push is done. They're not coming back from that, unfortunately. Moved heavy cannons. What else? We can get artillery level 3. So where's their capital now? In there. The city of Kazan. We'll take it. Try and get this surround off, hopefully. Yep, we got it. Kill them all. A few more divisions encircled and dead. Coming in for their new capital, not that it's worth much. So close to making them surrender. I reckon if we could get... Oh, I was going to say we could take this area, but we have Baku and that's fallen. Seems the Spanish and Italians did their job. They're up in the north now. Retaking Finland. Which I can't say I'm disappointed by. It's pretty good of them to do. What I am going to do though, because that line's now technically behind parts of my line, we'll go like this. We're not going to have to go that far, but just keep pressing in until we hit the Urals or until they surrender, one or the other. I don't really care which. I know it's winter and we're technically heading deeper into the frozen, or more frozen parts of Russia, while being aggressive, but it's fine. There's a few little minor cities here and there, and as we take them, the war should sort of come to a close. As well as Murmansk is up there, which is currently their capital. We don't have to worry about that though, because the Spanish and that are pretty much there. As well as my troops for some reason. I don't know why any of my men are up here, but they can do their bit. I might even just get this guy. Just go directly up to Murmansk, just try and do a push. I doubt you'll make it, try. Just annex Tanatuva, which is sort of weird because you don't have any allies, so why would you want to lose the one you have? Now it's just you and Mongolia. No, don't bother with that. Do this instead. We're still repairing everything. I might even just go repair as our construction repair. 100% free factory repair. Get that shit going even faster. Rocket artillery, 35 more days. Get advanced computing, and there goes the Soviet Union. Alright. I had the mod player-led peace conferences on, that's why I can afford to do this without Japan and all that stealing everything. I mean, I'm tempted to give Japan stuff, but at the same time, they're just going to lose to China, aren't they? You can have North Sakhalin. You can have Vladivostok. Honestly, you didn't really accomplish much else, so I'm not going to give you anything else. Romania, I already gave you a fair bit in the way of colonies, so I think I'm just going to take it all myself. Take all. Oh, except this area. Finland, where are you? Finland, Finland, Finland. There you are. You can have that area. Just to expand out Finland a bit, because they did contribute to the war. I mean, they're the whole reason it happened. Also take Mongolia. There you go, the Greater German Reich. No Soviet Union. Chinese United Front, man, they even got Xinjiang in it. So now maybe the Japanese can do a bit better against the Chinese again. Since they're done with the Soviets, they don't have to fight on that front. They got all their strength back. They can just keep pushing again. Yeah, there it is. Stalingrad is renamed Hindenburg. Leningrad is renamed Ludendorff. Let's have a look at those. Hindenburg, Ludendorff, and Germania. What more could you want in life? And if we have a look at the axis, we are, well, Europe essentially, and then everything else. Alright, so let's get some stuff together because we're going to have to go to war with the Allies soon. So what we can do is get an army down to South Africa because they're going to attack us straight away. One army over here to Portugal because I'm going to attack them. One army around Switzerland because again I'm going to attack them. And one army up here to Ireland because I'm going to attack Ireland. And I'll also leave one army here. So we're going to go into Denmark. But then again, should I leave an army there or should I send it over here? Would we even be able to push in from that direction? Maybe. I don't need to do that one, but if I did this, and then, where's the ports? Yeah, it only matters if there's one, right? So ports and that. I mean, we could build that pretty fast, so let's let that build up. See how much that can hold then. Oh yeah, also put up an airport up there. Experimental rockets. Let's get to the next level. Now we're ridiculously powerful. So we can attack from up there, but also I kind of forgot about Venezuela. I could technically, if I managed to build a big enough fleet, I could go down to Venezuela and do a naval jump from there up to like Florida or something. Could even use my little island here and try and hit them. I don't know. One thing's for sure as well is I need to get the next level of fighters so they can have larger range on them. Then there'll be more use in the USA. So let's try and do that. 324, maybe we're just better off altering the one we have. Fighter 2s. Let's straight away get your range up to 5. Higher weapons, engines, and 1 in reliability. Can afford that. Let's do that, man. Keep upgrading. Outdated and or captured equipment. So what if I decommission those? If I decommission them, does that... Yeah, that lets him do it. Convert stockpile, then we can do a lot more per day. Get the night vision goggles. And the final artillery upgrade. Also, how much? Japan just declared war on Dutch East Indies. Do you want to die, Japan? Is that why you're doing this? You know what? Screw the Allies then for now. If Japan wants to be my first target, he'll be my damn well first target. We'll set everybody over here and make sure you never step foot in Asia again. I will tear you to fucking shreds. Get the fuck out of my land. I tried to be nice to you and all. I even gave you Vladivostok. I didn't have to do that. Well, let's call everyone in. How do you still have the manpower to do that? Chiang Kai-shek has no interest in being fascist. That's okay. Wow, are you the only army that was available and came? Or were they the only one I gave the order to? I don't know now. Doesn't matter, they should be enough, along with my allies. If I send any more, really, I'll just lose supplies all the time. Oh, that's what I can do there. This army, I've got enough to convert you into the mechanized units. Probably not by the time you hit the front though, which may have been a slight mistake. Oh yeah, you will. You've got the equipment. He'll hit the front and then he'll get his supply back. And then he'll be a fully mechanized unit. Something the Japanese definitely cannot compete with. Which reminds me, tanks. How far away are the King Tigers? 156. I can get King Tigers soon. King Tiger tank destroyers. Nothing will ever compete with me again. Just the Japanese lines. Take them the fuck out. They're not the enemy I was expecting to be fighting at this point, but I'll take them. They'll do. If they want to be this much of an idiot. Looks like Siam wants to stay out of it because it's just surrounded by my men and my allies. Right, we can go over here and get King Tigers. Because it is amazing to have King Tigers. I'm also just going to go 2 of you up here. I know it'll hurt the front line a bit, but if I go over here, they'll be... Why are they not doing it? Go the fuck over there, like I told you to. Why do these units keep trying to break all the things that I give them, all the orders? Ooh, I might be able to actually cut off all these Japanese divisions and kill them. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. That's another 3 divisions dead. How you like that, Japan? Not having a good time. Poor bastards, the Chinese are just pushing them back into the ocean at this point. And they were doing okay, and then they just had to go and declare war on me, and then their whole backline's on fire again. Like, why? It wasn't necessary. You could have lived quite easily without doing this. You guys need to get down there and then help out so you don't get the river crossing penalties. There you go, immediately it was easier. Alright, then you go there, you go across and push down towards their port. That'll kick them off Sakhalin completely. How is our fleet coming anyway? Yeah, got 34 ships. Only destroyers so far. Let's have a look. How are the battleships and that coming along? It'll be 6th of October. October and June is when we'll get most of the big ships. That's alright. Also, it's January 43, so we can end this video now. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.